You know, in the electrical contracting world, efficiency is absolutely everything. And you know what? One of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to boost your profitability is sitting right outside your door. It's your van. So in this explainer, we're going to dive into how a little organization can turn that wasted time into pure profit. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Straight up. Is your van costing you money? And no, I'm not talking about fuel or insurance. I'm talking about those hidden costs of disorganization, the minutes that just tick by every single day as you search for that one tool, that one fitting you know is in there, somewhere. That feeling, that frustration, it's more than just annoying. It's a direct leak from your bottom line.
And hey, this isn't just a hunch, it's a cold hard fact. Like our source material nails it when it says, wasting time searching for tools slows down productivity on site. And that right there, that gets to the absolute heart of the issue. Because every moment you're digging around in the van, you're not actually on the tools, right? You're not pushing the job forward. And that has some very real financial consequences.
You know what it is? Let's just call it what it is. The daily scramble, that mad dash at the start of a job, or even halfway through. It's not just a bad habit. It's a system problem, and it's eating into your profit margins day in and day out. So we've got to shift our thinking from this being a minor inconvenience to really understanding the real cost of this chaos. Yeah, this really sums it up perfectly. Think about it. Every single minute you're rummaging through that van is a minute you're literally not earning money. Time is your number one asset in this business, and when it's wasted, it's not just lost time, it's lost revenue, plain and simple.
So let's break down exactly how this chaos is draining cash from your business. First off, you've got that wasted setup time before you even begin the real work. Then there are those unplanned and, let's be honest, infuriating runs back to the wholesaler, all because you couldn't find a part, or worse, you forgot it completely. And not only does this look unprofessional to your clients, but the worst part, it leads to costly project delays, the kind that can just absolutely destroy your margins.
Okay, so how do we fix this whole mess? Well, the answer is actually beautifully simple, but it's incredibly effective. The big pro tip we're pulling from our source material is all about implementing what's called a task-specific tool loadout. This right here, this is the system that separates the real pros from the amateurs and turns that chaos into a streamlined, profitable process.
So what exactly is that? Basically, a task-specific tool loadout is just a system. You're organizing your tools into these dedicated, quick-grab toolboxes, and each box is perfectly set up for a specific stage of an installation. Yeah, think of it like a surgeon's tray, you know? Everything they need for that specific operation is right there, ready to go. There's no searching, no guessing.
And this is the crucial part. It's all about a mindset shift. The goal here is to stop carrying everything you might need, and instead, you start carrying exactly what you will need for the job you're doing that day. That one little change, that's the key. That's what unlocks these huge gains in efficiency.
All right, so let's break this down. Let's turn this into an actual blueprint you can use. You can structure your whole system around 3 main phases of a typical electrical job. This makes it super practical to use right in your van. So here it is. This is your blueprint. 3 core toolboxes. First up, you've got your first fix or rough-in loadout. This is for all the heavy-duty stuff, right? Your drills, impact drivers, chisels, your cable-pulling tools. Then you have your second fix loadout. This is for all the finishing work. Your precision screwdrivers, your pliers, wire strippers, voltage testers. It's all about that finesse and making those final connections perfect. And last but not least, your specialist toolbox. This is where you keep the high-value testing and commissioning gear. We're talking your multifunction tester, your clamp meter, maybe even a thermal camera. When you split your tools up like this, you just grab the 1 or 2 boxes you need for that day's job, and you're good to go. Simple. So what happens when you actually put this system in place? Well, the payoff is immediate, and it is significant. You literally go from that state of constant low-level chaos straight to improved cash flow. It's a huge transition. You go from just reacting to your day to actually controlling your day.
And the benefits? They're real, they're tangible, and boy did they stack up fast. You're going to get faster job setups, which right away means more billable hours. You basically eliminate the risk of forgetting tools and making those painful trips back to the shop. When you standardize things, you get fewer errors and way less rework. Plus, you just look so much more professional to your clients. And what does all that add up to? Better, more predictable profit on every single job.
But look, let's be really clear about something. This is about so much more than just having a tidy van.
This is a fundamental shift in how you think about your work. Putting a system like this in place, that's a huge step. It's how you go from being a reactive technician who's always just putting out fires to becoming a strategic business owner who's actually building efficient, scalable, and really profitable systems.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. You don't have to go out and totally overhaul your entire van tomorrow. Just ask yourself, what is the one small change I can make this week to start building a more profitable loadout? Maybe it's as simple as putting together a dedicated second fix box. Whatever you choose, that one small step, that's the beginning. It's the start of a more organized, more efficient, and at the end of the day, a much more profitable business.